Welcome to the 60 Plus Podcast.
I'm Janet.
I'm Joe.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad you said well instead of good.
Yes,
We haven't talked about that in a while.
I know.
How was your Valentine's Day?
Oh, it was super.
Super?
Yeah, how was yours?
Very nice.
Oh,
It
good.
was super duper.
Super duper diddly do.
And just guess what part of the country we're from when we say super duper. All right. So what are we talking about today, Janet?
Grandparenting.
Grandparenting. Going
Yes.
from Valentine's Day to grandparenting.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's a natural extension, right?
Well,
I mean, it's
yeah,
about
that's how we all got
relation-
here.
I mean, we're talking about healthy grandparenting, and we actually came across some information about what emotionally intelligent grandparents do and how they behave.
Well, that rules us out.
Yeah, well, this is why I'm reading it, because I have to see what I need to do.
You are a grandparent. I'm not yet a
I
grandparent.
am a grandparent, and I'm going to be, spending more time with my grandchild. And of course, my daughter will be around as well. And
To
so
supervise and
supervising, hovering. No, I'm kidding. So I want to make sure I'm the best grandparent I can possibly be.
well, I would expect nothing less.
And this requires you to be emotionally strong and emotionally intelligent. So I'm going to have to do some work on this.
How much time have you got?
Not long at all. So I'm very interested in the content of this article that we came across from Parade magazine. And it was written by several child psychologists to talk about the importance of the grandparent support system for grandchildren and
Okay.
their adult kids. So here we go. There
right.
were some rules of thumb.
Is this like the 7 habits of highly effective people?
Yes, exactly. It's the 7 habits of highly effective grandparents, right?
Okay.
So, first of all, I think we need to define what emotional strength is, what it is exactly. Basically, it refers to how well someone can feel and express their emotions in a healthy way. So, it doesn't mean that you never feel your emotions, but rather you can manage them appropriately and express them appropriately with healthy coping tools.
Okay. So
So,
according to this article, it says people who have emotional strength better identify their emotions, use positive tools for managing their emotions, and, quote, bounce back from difficult emotions faster,
right.
demonstrating greater resiliency.
Yes.
We're all about resiliency.
Yes, we need to be resilient.
Okay.
And they know it doesn't come naturally for most people. It's a skill that takes practice, like most things in life that you do well, right?
So do you have
So-
10,000 hours to
Is that how much it's going to take?
Isn't that what they say? To become good at something, you have to do it for 10,000 hours? or
I don't think I
10,000
have that much time. I'm going to have to learn this on the fly
Okay,
here.
so we'll do the 6-hour version.
But you need to take time and put energy into this. Yes.
Okay.
There's like an emotional strength toolbox, right? That you learn of how to use these tools. So that's good. So learning about the tools is one thing. And of course, applying them is another. So this, I guess, episode is good for people who,
Rules for thee, but not for me.
it's good for anybody who is currently a grandparent or who will be soon a grandparent or will be in a situation where they're spending more time with their grandchildren, right?
Sure, because every generation, correct me if I'm wrong, every generation feels like or thinks that they have discovered better parenting techniques than the previous generations.
Right. And there is like some trends on parenting right now that are probably very different than what was in vogue when we were parents, and certainly what was in vogue when we were parented.
Sure.
So, that it is a learning process. There's this whole thing about quiet parenting.
Well, when I was parented, it was because I said so. And then when I was a parent, it was because I said so, honey.
Exactly. See, it does change.
Uh-huh.
Now you have to go through a full explanation of the why. It's okay. We're going to understand this as a new dynamic. And these lessons apply to really any relationship dynamic. So even though this article is written about, specifically the context of, dealing with your adult children, understanding, what's happening in that relationship, respecting them for their role and your role, and having the best situation dynamic you possibly can.
All right. So the first thing
Yes.
from the article,
Mhm.
emotionally strong grandparents don't try to take control of what's best for their grandkids.
Right.
All
Right.
right, we're
So
we're going
basically,
with the hard stuff right away.
yeah, was this what we were just talking about, right? You have to respect how your kids are going to parent,
Hmm.
right? And you need to understand what it is, what are their rules, what are their day-to-day challenges, and respecting whatever boundaries that they set. So, that's number 1,
Okay.
right? I don't that part I'm not concerned about because I
Really?
think, yeah, because I believe that I have a respectful relationship with my daughter and son-in-law. So,
I know you do, but if they're doing something that you wouldn't have done, are you going to
oh, I
find it?
know better than to not say a word.
Okay.
Well, I think this speaks to the second point, which is to ask permission before giving advice. So, if my daughter was, "What do you think?" then I would certainly share my opinion.
Hmm. But what if you're just bursting to give your opinion
Well,
and she
I
hasn't
think it's a
asked?
difference between giving your opinion and having a conversation.
Okay.
Like, if I have questions about, the approach, I will certainly ask them. That doesn't mean that I'm, going to forcefully say, that's not how I'm going to do it, or that's, not how you should do it, or, right? Like, there can't be any judgment there. Maybe it's more about understanding expectations and understanding the why behind the approach,
Hmm.
maybe.
So the example given in this article
Mm-hmm.
was an emotionally strong grandparent would say, I have some thoughts about sleep schedules. Would you like to hear them?
So you're
What
asking permission.
asking permission before giving advice. What happens if she says, no thanks, mom?
And you say, okay.
There was a big pause there.
Well, I was just thinking about my daughter, and that would be more of a hard no, I think. No, I mean, honestly, knowing my daughter, if she has done the research and she has decided how she wants to approach things, then my role is just to understand that and not necessarily to change it.
I have some thoughts about sleep patterns. Would you like to hear?
She'd be like, I've got it figured out. This is what we're going to do. Blah, blah,
Hmm.
blah, blah. And
Hmm.
if it's working for her, then that's great. If it isn't working for her, then I might suggest, hey, have you tried this? But there's so much information out there now for these young parents. It's overwhelming. With social media, it's everybody has an opinion about something, and there's just so much out there, and you have to really wade through it. And in fact, there are people who are doing that. They're wading through the information and then providing sort of a roundup of the thinking, the current thinking. But I can tell you, just in these first couple of months, realizing a lot has changed, in terms of the recommendations from pediatricians and
Hmm.
things of that nature. So it's tough because it's like, who do you listen to? Who do you believe?
Oh, I drank out of the garden hose and stood up in the back of the pickup truck.
Oh, just ride around in the car without seatbelts on, but that's just not the way it is
No, it's
anymore.
not. Of course not.
So, they're dealing with their own set of challenges and anxiety levels and things around parenting. And I guess whatever's going to make them feel calmer. If I did have a thought and I asked if they'd be interested in, I'm sure if she's in a situation where she's not feeling comfortable, then, I would think that she would come to me anyway.
Okay.
So,
All right. Fair enough.
mm-hmm,
All right. The third rule or guideline.
mm-hmm.
Let's not call them rules.
Tools,
Let's call them suggestions.
behaviors.
We're
These are
we're
supposedly
we're gentle
behaviors.
podcasters.
Yeah. Okay, Joe. What is the third one?
Emotionally strong grandparents model healthy boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So boundaries are a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when they say they model healthy boundaries,
Yes.
it's not that the grandparents are saying these are the boundaries. What they do is they live the boundaries. They exhibit the boundaries
Right.
and let others learn from that example.
Yes. And along with this is, validating feelings, right? Experiences. And I think again, maybe this does talk a little bit to gentle parenting. It doesn't have to be your boundaries don't have to be aggressive. They just have to be understood.
Or because I said so.
No, stop saying that.
It's so applicable in so many situations.
Well, yes, it does work to some degree, doesn't it?
It does. It does. I mean, in the short term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody likes it though, Joe. I know you say that to me too sometimes, and I don't like it.
But because I said so?
Yeah.
If I say it to you, it's mostly in jest.
I know, I'm kidding.
Well, no, never
I'm
mind.
jesting. I'm jesting. Okay, is jesting a word?
It took me a second to try and understand what you were saying, but I
Yeah.
think, yeah, you're saying it in jest.
Right. I don't think
The last
jesting is a
several
word.
episodes, you've coined new words.
I like doing that. It's like I have my own little language,
Okay,
which may come in handy when I'm grandparenting,
sure. So no one understands what you're talking about, and you can get away with more.
including the child.
Yes.
I'm gonna just
Stop
speak.
jesting.
I'm gonna just speak baby talk.
Oh no.
No, I won't. No, in fact, they say don't. I never spoke baby talk to my
You know what?
daughter.
I never did either.
Never did.
My parents thought it was weird that I would use like adult
Yeah, you just
words.
speak to them. That's what they say with babies too. You speak to them.
Yeah,
You just tell them, talk to them about what's happening, and that's how they learn. So it's cool.
sure.
Yeah.
And you don't have to undo things that you taught them by speaking baby talk.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So.
It explains
So what's
a lot of trauma in my kids'
so
lives.
Joe, what's the fourth one that
Oh
we're
gosh,
talking about?
jeez. That creeps me out.
Isn't it creepy?
Yes. Number 4, emotionally strong grandparents validate without undermining. Explain this one. I'm not sure I understand it.
So you validate the person's feelings,
Hmm.
grandchild's feelings, or even your child's feelings, but you're not you're not saying, "Oh yeah, that's wrong," to feel that way. You're saying that you understand that they're whatever, mad, angry, disappointed, but then how can we solve for it?
So the
Right?
example in the article is a grandchild saying, "Daddy's so mean, he won't let me have ice cream."
That is mean.
That is mean.
No, you don't say that. You say, I know that's disappointing, but then they gently reinforce, let's find a snack your dad says yes to.
Okay.
So that supports both the child's feelings and the parent child connection.
But what if the kid says, "But I hate tofuti"?
Yeah, so foodie. I'd be like, yeah, I don't blame you, kid.
I think that's the undermining part that they're
I'd be
trying to
like,
avoid.
"Ugh, that's disgusting. Why are you making him eat that? Yeah.
But no,
So,
I get what they're saying here. If
yeah.
if your daughter had said, no sugary sweets, and your grandson said, and like, well, he's not at the point where he's saying anything yet, but
Yeah.
he wanted something sweet.
Yeah.
Um, you just say, well,
You don't
here,
be
have a
like,
celery
oh,
stick.
here, have something sweet. Don't tell your mother.
No,
That would be undermining.
that would be undermining.
Yes.
Instead, you'll be
How
saying,
about a piece of celery?
yeah,
It's
exactly.
crunchy and delicious.
Mm,
Or a watermelon? Would a watermelon be okay? That's got sugar in it.
Oh, I love watermelon.
Hey, watermelon's good for you
It
too.
is really good for you.
Yeah.
Is it lycopene? I think the same
Like a what?
lycopene.
I don't think it's like a peen. It's like a watermelon. No, so anyway, well, yeah, I
That's the
mean,
nutrient that
so my daughter, when she was little, loved crudité or,
No, she didn't.
she did. She loved,
She's a child of the 90s,
especially,
crudité. I haven't heard that expression.
well, I was being kind of funny.
Uh-huh.
I was jesting.
You were jesting.
But yeah, she loved raw vegetables.
Okay.
Like she thought that was a treat. Now, I didn't promote that, but she'd be like, "Can I have some red peppers? Can you cut me up some red?" That was a treat for her.
Okay.
So why not
Well, you were starving
get
her. That's why. She
No, I
was looking for any
wasn't.
kind of food she could get
No,
her
she
mitts on.
loved. She loved olives too. It was just very strange kid. But
I actually love olives.
yeah,
Always have.
yeah, it was always fun to try to deep pit them before she ate them. Kalamata olives, especially.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You were just humble bragging that your daughter liked red
I
peppers.
wasn't humble. No, it was like, I don't know why she liked those. I mean, I must have given to them at some point. But
I can just see like a little girl waddling around in a diaper going, "Could I have some
No, she
crudité,
wasn't
please,
in it.
mommy?"
She wasn't. Do you know what her very first word was? And she's like, she refuses to believe that this
Oh, I
was her
really
first
want to know
word.
this.
Was cucumber, which was cucumber,
Well, I figured that.
because she loved cucumber and
That was her
peppers.
first word.
Like her first word,
It wasn't mama.
mama and dada.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Cucumber.
Cucumber.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right.
But my point is, why can't these healthy treats be treats? You don't have to necessarily, don't institute like
I was
ice
stuffing
cream as
cupcakes in their faces.
Well, I'll never forget when somebody took her to McDonald's for a Happy Meal, and I'm like, no, because I was trying to keep her away from that for as
Mhm.
long as possible. And like, because once they have it, forget about it,
Oh yeah.
So that's the thing. So finding a compromise
Hmm.
that may also make everybody happy is a good thing.
For we did the same. We tried to keep them away from sweets,
Yeah.
or limit sweets. Not completely avoid them, but limit.
Yeah.
And Valentine's Day was coming. We just had Valentine's Day,
Yes.
and my daughters are both in their late 20s, and for every year of their lives, they've gotten hair products for Valentine's Day from me.
Huh.
Yep, they got them. They got it again this year.
That's giving somebody a shower curtain.
No, it's not. Nope. It's nothing like that. When they and they so well, they each have 28 or 27 hairbrushes because they get a hairbrush every year for Valentine's Day.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well,
It's not candy, and it's
better for their
it's
teeth.
a very personal tradition that we have between us.
That's very nice.
It really is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sure.
All right.
So something I like here that they mention in number 4 here is that emotionally strong grandparents understand the importance of parental autonomy and collaborative caregiving within a family unit. I think
Translate that for
collaboration
me.
is a very good word here. I think that's the thing. It's like, focus on the child and what's best for the child.
Hmm.
And if you're collaborating with that, goal in mind, then it should work out just fine,
You know why
right?
collaboration is such
So
a good thing?
it's no power struggle.
Do you know why collaboration is such a good thing?
Why?
Because I said so.
Oh God. Number 5.
Okay.
Emotionally strong grandparents manage their own
I
triggers.
don't know what that means.
You don't know what triggers are?
I do know what
Do
triggers
you know
are.
how to regulate your own emotions? Okay. Let's move on. So, yeah, we all have triggers, but we're going to try to manage these when we're around our grandchildren and our adult children, because grandchildren and children can stir up big feelings including nostalgia, regrets, and echoes of their own parenting mistakes. So, I guess the trick here is notice the trigger, but do not act on them.
Sure. It's the kind
Right.
it's like you can't help but feel the feelings you have. It's only how you react to them.
Right. So you got to stay calm. And, I always like to say, instead of reacting, respond. And whatever that response, whatever, maybe you have to leave the room for a second, maybe whatever that response is, the idea is to stay calm
Shut up isn't an appropriate response then.
because I said so.
All right. Number 6.
They model how to cope with failure. So, when an emotionally strong grandparent encounters something difficult, they model perseverance, effective problem solving, and healthy emotional coping. So, life.
Life happens.
Life happens. We make mistakes. I like to call them lessons. So, how do you help children and your grandchildren try to manage and navigate those ups and downs? That's the point. So
Yeah.
again, you have to be the
When I
bigger
figured this
person.
out, I'll let you know.
No, you have to be the bigger person, right? You have
Sure.
to say, it's going to be okay. This is just a blip.
Mm-hmm.
Get through this.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, you want to be the one who holds firm.
So again, they're using the word model.
Mm-hmm.
So you're teaching through experience, not by not do as I say, not as I do.
Oh, you mean like because I told you so, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. And I guess you just threw this whole thing, and we should be at this point the bigger person, right? You're always going to try to be the bigger person. When things get heated, you're going to try to calm things down. When you come to a disagreement, you're going to try to understand the other person's perspectives, before you respond, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that all these lessons are really true of any,
I think,
important
I
relationship,
agree.
right?
I agree with that.
So, last but not least, this is the 7th habit
Mm-hmm.
of highly effective grandparents. They do not assume things, but instead communicate with parents and grandchildren.
So communicate openly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ask questions instead of thinking that you know what they want. So, they use an example of, do you want me to handle discipline while I'm babysitting, or would you rather I call you?
I just let the kid do whatever he wants. No discipline at all.
So basically, again, it's managing expectations, it's understanding and aligning your behaviors with their desires, right? Their preferences.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you disagree with those things, that's going to be a further conversation.
That you
Okay.
have to communicate openly.
Right. Communicate openly and go back to some of those other habits, which is, to understand where they're coming from and not to judge, but to try and work it out. Be collaborative.
Collaborative.
Yep. Collaboration is key.
Okay. If you find yourself wanting to say, because I said so, the only appropriate time to say that is when someone says, why should I listen to the 60 Plus podcast? You say, because I said so.
Right. Exactly. And do it now.
Do it now.
And tell 10 people about it and have them follow the podcast.
Because I said so.
Because I said so.
Right. So,
Yeah.
So that's it for this week's episode of the 60 Plus podcast.
Happy grandparenting.
I'm Joe.
I'm Janet. Bye.